Greetings, my V family all over the world. This is your chief here in the amazing, beautiful city of Dubai. All right, one of the most amazing cities in the world, guys. And it's been a crazy few days. If you've been watching my Instagram, and I hope you're following me on Instagram and following me on my YouTube channel. All right, I've been meeting all the leaders from around the world. Spent 2 days with the Knights. Met Said Amir, David Sharma is here, Dave Joel is here. All right, met our leaders from Russia. Spent the whole day today with our leaders from Africa, Infinity Millennials. Tomorrow going to meet everyone else and everyone else and everyone else. JR Maya is here with me. It's like the good old days when we traveled and met the amazing warriors of Japa and Dato Sri Vijay. All right, and I'm here doing my Wednesday message from the lobby of my favorite hotel in Dubai. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. All right, and I want to convey what I conveyed to a lot of the leaders today. Over the years, I've come to realize that network marketing or our business or your journey in QNET has good things and bad things about every journey. And one of the biggest mistakes that people make in network marketing is they fall in love with everything in the business that not necessarily produce results and income at your tracking center. So people will fall in love with the trainings, with the power of association, with the social element of network marketing, holding hands, singing Kumbaya with their uplines and downlines, or sitting down and complaining about their challenges and all that kind of stuff. And that sort of attracts people to a certain extent because it's human nature for you to find a place to pour your heart out, to find some comfort, and for somebody to listen to you. And I'm not saying it is not necessary. It is necessary. But the mistake a lot of people make is they only do that eventually. So here's what happens to a networker. They sign up. They sit down with their referrer. They go through the welcome video. By the way, my new welcome video is out in all languages. It's on my YouTube channel. It's on my YouTube channel, and it will be shared on my social media. So there is a long version, 30 over minutes, and an express version, 11 minutes, and you can use it as the welcome video, the new version, okay? So you watch the welcome video, you watch the 8 basic building blocks, you write down your dreams, you write down your name list, and you start doing presentation. And majority of people in the beginning of their journey will do the most amount of presentation. Some of you are doing 5 a day in your first 1 week or 2 weeks. Some of you do 10 a week. You're so excited. You're showing presentation to your hot zone, to your warm zone. You're going crazy. And then it happens. It happens when the number of presentations you do, and I don't care who you are, brand new, signed up for 6 months, or a max out king or queen. Everyone faces the same rut, the same comfort zone, the same disease, where the number of presentations starts to decline drastically. And I observed this, all right, in my journey of networking. Everyone comes in full of presentation. After a few weeks, few months, decline. And what happens to them? They all become social club members of network marketing, or they all become managers of their network and instruct people what to do, but they don't do it anymore. Right? The only reason I'm here as your chief, as your upline, representing Japa and Dato Sri Vijay, because I have never, ever stopped doing presentation. I've never, ever stopped getting direct referrals. All right? When Dato Sri Vijay said, open China, I went there, and they don't know who chief is. I was just a network guy. Went to China, did presentation, signed them up, do basic training, do advanced training. I just went for recognition night. All right? And next is South America. Next is Japan. Are you guys with me now? And I observed that everyone's number of presentations started to decline, and the uplines tolerated it because they were also not doing presentation. So they lost the authority, they lost the voice, they lost the impact of telling their downlines, do presentation. Because if you don't do it, you cannot convince your downlines to do it. And this became a disease, this became a pandemic. And soon I realized that large organizations with hundreds of people, thousands of people, were not producing the highest level of BVs or the large number of max out kings or queens or people who were earning, because even though they had a lot of downlines, the number of presentations was too little. Why? Because the culture of presentation, the messaging of presentation, the duplication of presentation all stopped. All right, from the top all the way to the bottom. So in 2007, when I recognized this disease, I found the cure. I went to Datu Sri Japa, I told them I found the cure. They said, implement it. And that's how Rule 3 was born. What is Rule 3? Rule 3 is the cure. Is the cure for lack of presentation, lack of BV, lack of success, lack of commission, lack of rank advancement, lack of people earning, lack of loyalty, lack of warriors. Rule 3 is the cure. I'm bringing it back. I started the Rule 3 Club for July. I did the call in August. Every month there's going to be Rule 3 Club. You must qualify. What is Rule 3? Number 1, have a list of 150 names. If anyone starts this journey without 150 names, please go to the tallest building in your country and play the song, I Believe I Can Fly. You must have 150 names. And you start presentation. And every month, whatever your balance is on your name list must keep growing by 10% every month. That's Rule 2. So Rule 1, 150 names. Rule 2, the name list must grow by 10%. And finally, Rule 3, the most important rule, is you must do 15 presentations a month. I don't care who you are. Blue Diamond, V Partner, Max Out, not Max Out, beginner, somebody who gave up and started again, crisis market, not crisis market. Today with Zoom, social media, technology, there is no excuse why somebody cannot do 15 presentations. Now, what's the meaning of 15 presentations? You must show the opportunity properly to 15 direct prospects. You can bring all 15 in one room and do a group presentation. You still do Rule 3. You can bring 15 people in a Zoom account, but as long as they are your direct prospects, not your downlines prospect, your direct prospects, and you do the presentation. Rule 3 is the cure. And Rule 3 is monkey see, monkey do. Rule 3 is talk about it and talk about it and talk about it. Rule 3 is make sure it becomes a culture. And the most important thing about Rule 3 is recognition. I rather recognize a Rule 3 achiever than somebody who just earns money out of luck and no effort. I rather recognize a Rule 3 achiever than any other achievement, because Rule 3 is the real work, is the real hard work. That means that person has remained a networker and a warrior and hasn't become a manager or in a comfort zone. Rule 3 is the answer for everything. And if you want the next 5 months, 5.5 months of the year 2025 to be your greatest success period in your journey in network marketing with QNET, listen to your chief, listen to your upline, Pathman Senathirajah, implement Rule 3, recognize Rule 3, make it the most, but don't force. You cannot force anyone to Rule 3. You promote it, you recognize it, you talk about it, and people will start following, but make it a core culture in your organization. Rule 3, Rule 3, Rule 3. It's the cure for everything. If you're struggling in your journey of network marketing, if you're struggling in any way, I promise you, you implement Rule 3 and you will see unbelievable results. I promise you this. And I'm telling you out of experience of 26 years, if there's one thing that has kept me active, there's one thing that kept me as a max out king and a good downline for Dato Sri Vijay and Japadas Bismarck, our great founders, is Rule 3 was my mantra. Rule 3 didn't exist here, it exists in my blood. And I'm telling all of you, if you want to understand the power of network marketing, make sure that your whole organization understands that every activity is important. Power of association, training, system, VCon, ISB, camps, Zoom sessions, everything is important. but nothing is as important as the culture of Rule 3. And the day you as a networker, even with 2 downlines or 20,000 downlines, you decide that Rule 3 will be the way of life of your organization, you will see unbelievable, consistent results. I promise you this. So to my V family around the world, Rule 3 Club is on. VCon is coming in a few weeks. If you haven't bought your ticket, I don't know what's wrong with you. If your upline is not telling you to come to VCon, they don't care about you, they don't love you, and they don't want you to succeed. Because the only reason why they're your upline, the only reason why they started earning checks, the only reason why anyone is successful in QNET is only when they come to VCon. Do they get the click, the click, the click? I'll see you at VCon, baby.